Just 1 minute. Okay. Good afternoon, students. That day you have attended the orientation program. So last year also we have run this program. This is AICT sponsored program. AICT is giving the funding for organizing this kind of lectures. They will give you the financial assistance also if you require. So in this case, we will engage total 40 lectures in throughout the session. Okay, these 40 lectures is basically based on the GATE syllabus as well as on the CAT syllabus. If anybody is filling the form of CAT, so CAT also we will arrange some classes for that also. Okay, so have you seen the syllabus of this GATE? You observe that there is a programming logic, PLDC subject is there, algorithm subject is there, database management and system, then computer network, cow subject, talk, and the compiler. These are the subjects, and there is some specific weightage also. Okay, so it is not possible to cover each and every topic in this lecture, but we will try to cover maximum portions. Okay, so I'm going to teach you the algorithm part. There are other faculties also. There are other faculties also, like Animesh sir will teach you the talk and compiler. The Nisarga sir will teach you some concepts related to the database management system. Pratiksha madam will give you idea about the computer architecture and organization. The Ratnesh sir will give you the idea about the programming languages. Okay, and the uh, computer network will teach by the Dheeraj Gupta sir. So from today we will start it. Okay, because we have the less time. In February only, you people are having the examination, and more efforts are required to crack the gate one. First, we will learn the concept. Already you have learned this in your previous semester. Okay, but still we will learn it. We will see, we will recall it, and we will discuss some questions which was asked in the previous gate examinations. Okay, so I'll share you some PPTs based on the searching techniques. Today we will see linear search and binary search one. So I'm going to share you the PPT on the linear search and the binary search. We will just recall it because it's very easy topic, and then we will discuss some question based on the gate examination. Have you seen the PPT? Anybody please give the answer? Is it visible? Yes, it is visible. Gaurav? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. Whenever I'll ask you, you please give the answer so that I can proceed it fast. Okay. So now it's visible. See, so today we will see linear and the binary search technique. What is the linear search? Linear search is basically okay. So searching means is nothing but a collection of some arrays are given, and based on some element key, we have to find out some values. Okay, that is the searching technique. So in searching technique, two types of output we can print. One is found or not found. That number is found or not found. Okay. Another thing we can print, that is position of that key, means position of that number. These two types of output we can print into the searching techniques. So in this case, no need to modify the collection of search. Means whatever arrays are given, that we will not going to modify it. We will just search a particular elements in that array one. Okay, so first we will see the linear search. Normally two types of search are used, linear search and the binary search. So in the GATE examination, they will not ask you what is the definition of linear search. Getting the point? Because it should be known to everyone. nor maximum time they will ask the question based on the complexity. How much is the time complexity of linear search? How much is the space complexity? What is the difference? They will give you the some piece of code and they will ask to calculate the complexity. What is the best case complexity? What is the worst case complexity? And what is the average case complexity? That type of question they ask into the GATE examination. But before solving that type of examples, you should know the basic concepts. So we will see the basic concepts. So linear search is a very simple search algorithm. In this type of search, a sequential search is made over all atoms one by one. We will do it one by one. Every atom is checked, and if the match is found, then that particular atom is written. Otherwise, the search continues till the end of the data collection. This is basic concepts of linear search. Okay. So a search travels the collection of units. For example, if 100 examples are given and we have to identify the 50 element. Okay. So we have to
Ma'am, your audio is not clear.
all the collection is it's not audible.
मैम बार बार अटक रहा है ऑडियो आपका.
Audio attack right because of this weather condition. It may be the conditions. Now it is coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if you're facing any problem, you please ask me that time only. Okay. So in a travel cell, two types of output you will get. One is either the element is found or the collection is exhausted. Collection is exhausted means we are not getting that element. Okay. So if the collection is ordered, you no need to change it. Okay. So I can stop looking when I know the element cannot be in the collection. That is called as an exhausted. Fine. So this is the procedure that I've written. This is the simple algorithm of the linear search. First, we will run the for loop for each atom in the list. For each atom, we will check our target to that particular. That is, if match atoms equals to value, then return the atom's location, or either we can print that target is found and if end for an end procedure. This is just a simple algorithm. So, okay, again I am repeating. If 50 elements are there in the array, and if you want to identify any one particular atom, then we will compare one target to each atom. Okay, so this is the simple procedure. We will see one example. See here, our target is 30. 13 I have to identify. And the array elements are given 7, 12, 5, 22, 30, and 32. These are the array elements. Okay. Now the first procedure is what? The target, this is the one element. I'll consider it as I, and this is the my array. So we will compare these target elements to the first element of array. So 13 match with the 7. It is not matched. Similarly, it will match with the 12. Similarly, it will match with the 5. It is searching linearly. From first location to last location, we are searching linearly. That's why it is called as a linear search. Now see, this is the 13 elements. First, we will match with the 7. We are not getting the proper output. Okay, it is not exactly matched. So again, we will compare with the 12. 13 is not equals to 12. Again, the search is continue. It will be compared with the 5, 22, not equals to, then we will go to the 13. When it matched with the 13, then it will end of the loop because our match is getting. And then it will print the message, the target was found. Using this, if I is greater than equals to max, then print target data not found and target data found. So 13 we got it. Okay. So for example, now in the till previous case, we have see how the linear search is executing from first element to last element. Okay. Now next is the example is in GATE examination, they will ask you what is the complexity of this linear search in the best case, average case, and the worst case. Okay. So what is the best case? Best case means if we are getting our target with the first element of your array. It means आपको पहले ही वो elements मिल गए. In the first comparison only you will get that elements. So this is called as a best case comparison. Means our target is matched with the first element of your array. That is called as the best case. Means only one comparison we require. Okay. We will see it again. That is, if our target is matched with the first element of our array, that is called as the best case. Remember, repeatedly I am telling you. Okay, so it is the best case comparison. Now, what is a worst case comparison? If you think worst case comparison means I am identifying the 32. I want to identify the element 32, and 32 it is in the last element of an array. So we have to compare with each and element of the array, and we are getting at the last element. So this is called as a worst case. That much comparison you require. For example, in this case, 6 elements are there in the array. So sixth comparison is required to identify your target. So how many comparison we require? N comparison. That is the sixth comparison. So that is called as a worst case complexity. Okay, that is a worst case complexity. So how you will write this complexity? Which part you will remember related to the linear searching? The best case occur when the search item is in the first slot of the array. Okay, so we require the number of comparison is equals to 1, only 1. So how you will write the best case complexity? That is O within the bracket, that is the 1. This is the time complexity of the best case, O within the bracket 1. So they may ask you the question. Okay, so they will give you some elements in the array and they identify. Directly they will not give you. Some programs they will give you. You have to identify how much time it will be executed. So that much time the comparison is required. So time complexity in the best case is O within the bracket 1. What is the worst case? In the worst case occurs when the search item is in the last slot in the array or is not in the array. Okay, so this is the worst case. So the number of comparison in worst case equals to size of the array equals to n. Whatever size of the array is given, that much comparison is required. Getting? So how you will write the worst case complexity? That is time complexity equals to O within the bracket, it's a small n. This is the worst case. Okay. And average case means if the number is in between somewhere, that is the average case. So obviously if the n comparison, n number of arrays elements are there, so n by 2. So n by 2 is the average case. So how you will write? So time complexity is equal to O. This is also within the bracket n. Okay, this is the average case. So this type of question they may ask you. What is the best case complexity, worst case complexity, and the average case complexity of the linear search? Okay. Now we will see another technique, that is a binary search on a sorted list. Okay. On sorted list we will see. So what is the binary search? Actually, what is the linear search? Linearly we have identified the complete data. One by one we will compare with each element. Okay. But in the binary search, we will not compare each and every element. Okay, the procedure is we will divide your array into the two different parts. Okay, means first, middle, and the last one. And then we will identify the data. Okay, I'll show you some examples so that you will get it properly. So if you want to determine a particular element is in the array, so once it will be found, then we will print the message and return that particular value where it is. Okay. And if it is not found in the array, indicate the element is not in the collection. These type of two outputs we can print into the binary one. How it will be done? A better search algorithm. Of course, we could use our simple search and traverse the array, but we can use the fact that the array is sorted to our advantage. This will allows us to reduce the number of comparison. Means if it is array is a sorted one, so it reduces the number of comparisons. Okay. So in the binary search, first we will see we require the sorted array in the binary search tree. Then what is the procedure? That complete array cuts into the two parts in half each time. Cut the search space in half each time. Okay. So keep cutting the search space in half until the target is found. If we are not getting the target in two half, then again we will cut the portion, we'll cut the array into the two half. Okay, and this procedure is repeated until you are not getting your targeted value. Now let's see this example so that you will get it more. See, this is the one. In this diagram, these are the array elements 1, 7, 9, 12, 33, 42, like that the elements are there. Now I want to identify the 42 elements. Okay, 42. If we are solve this example using the linear search, then what we have to do in linear search, we will compare with the first element, second element, third element, like that to the end of the array. So it will take more time. So what happened in the binary search algorithm? Your complete array is divided into two portions. This is from 1 to 42. This is one portion. From 76 to 99. This is another portion. And make it as a middle 59. Okay. So 59, consider it as a middle. This left portion is considered as a low. And this portion is considered as a high value. And now we are looking for the 42 number. So in the 42, we will see whether it is matched with the middle one, means 42 is matched with the 59. Yes or no? No, it's not matched with the 59. So we will see whether this number is less than the 59 or whether this number is greater than the 59. Okay. So if it is less than the 59, then we will search our elements in the left portion of the array. And obviously, if it is a greater than 59, then we will search our elements in the right portion of the array. Okay. But again, the same procedure will repeat. In this case, actually, because of some compatibility, this image has like disturbed. But try to understand. Again, we will break up our array. Okay. In the breakup array, we will make it as 179. Okay, 179. This is the first portion of the array. 12 is the middle one. And in the next case, 33, 42, and 59. This is another case we will do. Or 33, 42. Again, we will match with the middle of the elements. So 42 is not matched with the 12. So then we will identify whether it is at the right portion or the left portion. So 42 is a greater than 12. So we will identify the search in the right portion. So same procedure is repeated until you will get your target value. Okay. So like this, the element is crossed. Okay. So calculate the middle portion. If first and last have crossed, then atom not found. Else if, then atoms found. Like that we can, you should remember the code because they may give you the different code and they will ask you the complexity of this one, or they may ask you what is the result of this code. Fine. So see in this case, 7, 12, 42, 59, 71, like that we can differentiate the elements. 42 becomes the middle, this portion first and that portion is the last. And we will try to identify the elements. If it is not there, then we will have to cross that one. Okay, so it will save our time. If you identify that our element is not there in the list, so we will cross it one by one. So this is called as a binary search. See, in the binary search example, 42, if it is exactly matched with the 42, so it becomes the average case. 42 we are getting here by dividing the array into the two different elements. Okay. The same thing it is shown, but some diagram is disturbed over here. Like that it is shown. Okay. Now again, what is the best case comparison? What is the best case complexity of the binary search? It's the same thing. If you are getting your target not in the first elements, okay, where should we get your first element? When we divide your array into the two different part and your middle element is your target. So that is called as the first comparison. Okay, that is the first comparison. So first comparison means it is a best case complexities. Okay, means we are searching for 59 and here 59 is shown by the blue color. So 59 is matched with the 59. First time only we are getting our value. So this is called as a best case comparison. Getting. So what is the worst case? How many comparisons we require? So see, what is the worst case complexity? First comparisons means n number of comparisons. It is your array. First comparisons means it is your array. Okay. Then second comparison, we are dividing our array into the two different parts. That is n by 2. That is the second comparison. Getting my point? Again, I am repeating. In the first comparison, we are dividing array into the two parts and we are comparing our element in the middle portion. That is the first comparison. In the second comparison, we are dividing your array into the two different parts. Again, it is divided into the four different parts. This procedure is repeated until you are not getting your target value. So it is start from n by 2, n by 4, n by 8 till the 1. So what is the worst case? In the worst case, you have to write it log to the base 2 and n. Okay, n by 2. Remember, how you will remember it is n by 2 means we are dividing the array into the two different parts. So it is a log 2n. This is the worst case one because we don't know when it will be identified. Okay, so this is the worst case, that is log 2n. Fine. So see, this is the best case. The best case occurs when the search atom is in the middle of the array. We have seen the example. If your target value is matched with the middle element, it means your number of comparison is only one is required. So the time complexity is O, within the bracket it's a 1. Okay. Then the worst case. In the worst case, what we have seen? The time complexity is log 2n. But we have written in the omega format, that is omega log 2n. Remember this. Okay. And the average case, in the average case, it is the average case occurs when the search atom is anywhere else in the list. So number of comparison is also omega log 2n. That is the time complexity in the average case is also omega log 2n. Fine. So this is the case. Now we will see some example best they have asked into the GATE examination. So binary search reduce the work by half at each comparison. If the array is sorted, linear search, the best case complexity is O1 and the worst case is On because number of array उतना आपको comparison करना पड़ेगा. In the binary search, best case is O1. Okay, means at the middle portion we are getting your value and the worst case is log 2n. Log 2n means n by 2 comparisons we are required. That's why it is written log 2n and it is written in the omega notation. So this is the linear search complexity and the binary search complexity. Okay. Now this is the GATE example. In general, the binary search method needs to more than comparison. How much comparisons you require in the binary search method? So the answer is D, log 2n plus 1. Because see, first answer is log 2n minus 1, it is not required. Another is log n, no, because our basic criteria is log 2n. Okay, why it is log 2n? Why it is log 2n plus 1? Because we required this much comparison for the binary search. So the in general binary search method needs to more than is what is written, that is log 2n plus 1. So the answer is D in this case. So this is the one question. Another is the worst case occurs in the linear search algorithm when the worst case occurs in the linear search. So you know when our target element it is at the last element or it is not in the list. So where is the output? Item in the last elements in the array or is not there at all. So this is another one. This is the third question. which of the following is the correct recurrence of worst case of binary search? Recurrence means like recursively where it is, what is the complexity in the recurrence case? In the worst case of binary search. Okay, so this is quite difficult. So we will see in binary search, first we compare the given element X with the middle of the array. Okay, because we are comparing our target element to the middle of the array. If X match with the middle element, then we return the middle indexed. We are getting that value. Otherwise, we either recur for left half or the right half an array. Our procedure is recursively follow for the left half of array as well as to the right half of the array. Okay. So remember, so recurrence is for the left side and for the right side. Okay. So see, we will write this because it is given in this format. So n by 2 is required. Okay, because we are dividing n by 2 means we are dividing our array into left part and the right part. So this is n by 2. Okay, and plus omega 1. Omega 1 means if you are exactly matched with the middle element of this one. This is the best case one. So this is the combination in the recurrence one. Omega 1 means it is with the middle one, and by 2 means we are dividing into the two parts. Okay, so this is the answer. So recurrence is where it is Tn by 2 plus O1. This is not 2t, this is not n minus 1, this is not n minus 2. So this is Tn by 2 plus O1. Okay, so similar, C is the answer. So this type of logic you have to apply to solve this example. Fine. So before that, you must know the concepts behind what is linear search and the binary search. Similar, more examples are asked on this one. You have to do the more practice so that you will get it clearly. Okay. So, hope you got the concept of linear search and the binary search. Yes? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello? Hello, yes, only few people are there. You can give the answer. Dimpy, are you getting little bit more?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, again, we will conduct some more classes so that we will do it in more detail. Okay, I'll identify some questions based on the date, and again, we will do it. Gaurav, Gaurav,
Yeah.
Gaurav, unmute. Have you got a Gaurav?
Yeah.
Okay, like something you got now?
Yeah.
Hitesh?
Yes, ma'am, I got the concept.
Okay, I know linear and the binary concepts you already know. There is no issue, but you have to learn in terms of complexities, not only the algorithms and the what is the meaning of this one. You have to keep it in the mind कि, based on complexity only the question is asked. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you, if you are not fill the exam that gate form, you please मतलब make it मतलब do it for all people. मतलब आप सभी लोग gate का form भरो. It is really the good thing. In more examinations, they will ask you. जब भी आप जॉब के लिए जाओगे तो आपको वो पूछेंगे. अगर आप ऑलरेडी गेट क्रैक होंगे तो नो नीड टू गिव अगेन द एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन. Okay, so now we have learned the concept. Next time we will just solve the example, various example we will try to solve. Fine. So any
Yes,
queries?
ma'am.
No. So should I end the meeting? Thank you all. Again, you ask other students to join for this meeting. Already I have sent you the mail. Okay, and remember every Friday and Saturday there will be the class for gate, but tomorrow is the holiday, so we will keep it in another day, but every Friday and Saturday there will be the class for the gate one. Fine. So thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
If anybody want to ask the question, they can leave, otherwise left the meeting.